So the BBC has been putting on recently these really annoying videos called Things Not to Say to Jewish People or to LGBT plus people or various other groups who are perceived to be marginalized. Um, and I find them really annoying because I see human curiosity as a very noble and natural thing. People look around in the world around them and they want to understand what's going on. And it's very natural to ask questions and to try to understand better. And I feel these kind of videos that tell people not to say these things are just extinguishing curiosity and telling people that it's not okay to ask questions. So I thought I'd make a video of my own. I'm Jewish. I'm proudly Jewish. So I thought I'd make a similar video about things not to say to Jewish people. I'll put a link to the original video in the description below. And here's my take on things not to say to Jewish people. You must be really stingy. It's totally okay to look around the world and see things, and you build up patterns because we're pattern-seeking animals. You may have heard from the media or from experiencing the world around you that Jews are stingy. I'm not sure where that stereotype comes from. I'm not sure if it has truth to it. But if you do think that that's true, or if in your experience it seems to you that Jews are stingy, then by all means, it is a point of curiosity. Is that true? And if so, why is that the case? And it's definitely okay to ask, to want to understand better. Is it true that Jews are stingy? And if so, why? So you hate bacon. It's natural why people might think that Jews hate bacon. It is a Jewish command that Jews should not eat bacon. In fact, many Jews, if not most Jews, do eat bacon because many Jews are secular and do not keep the Jewish laws. But it's definitely okay to want to know whether or not Jews like bacon, and to ask about the Jewish laws of kashrut, or the laws of what Jews are allowed to eat. I personally love when people ask me about my culture, and I'm very happy to reply that I, in fact, do love bacon and I eat it on a regular basis. But it's definitely okay to ask. Do you have sex through a hole in the sheet? This is a common stereotype. I feel that most people know that it's not true. But there are surprisingly strict rules that some ultra-Orthodox Jews follow when it comes to sex. Some ultra-Orthodox Jews only have sex in the dark. Again, if you have heard the stereotype and you want to know whether or not it's true, and if it's true, why Jews do it, it's definitely okay to ask. So ask your Jewish friend if it's true that they have sex through a hole in the sheet. In my case, it's not true, and I know that most Jews don't have sex through a hole in the sheet. But once again, it's okay to be curious and it's okay to ask. Jews around the world. This is one of the questions that is more closer to the border of what's actually anti-Semitism. The stereotype that Jews around the world have been used against Jews to spread hate against them, especially in places like Nazi Germany. But once again, it's not the curiosity that's the problem. It's just the hate that's a problem. If you do look around you and you think that it seems that Jews are overrepresented in powerful places, it's more than natural to be curious and want to understand why that is, or if that's the case. And it's definitely okay to want to understand, are Jews overrepresented? And if so, why? Personally, I don't know why that's the case, but it does appear that Jews would be overrepresented in powerful places. Maybe that has to do with the fact that Ashkenazi Jews are known to have high IQs. Maybe it has to do with the fact that we had to work hard to survive due to all kinds of persecutions, and we evolved this need to go to powerful places to protect ourselves. Regardless of what the reason is, it is okay to ask, and it is okay to want to understand. What's with the weird hat? I love it when people take interest in my culture and want to understand certain aspects of religious clothing or festivals and ask questions. Some Orthodox Jews do wear hats called yarmulkes. They cover their head. Most Jews don't. I personally don't. But once again, it's definitely okay, and it's a noble thing and a good thing to be curious and want to understand more about other cultures. So by all means, ask your Jewish friend why Jews wear weird hats and see what they say. So my point in making this video is that I think that curiosity is an amazing thing, and I don't think that telling people they can't ask questions solves any problems. These questions don't go away. It just tells people that they have to, self-censor, which I don't think is a good thing. By all means, stay curious, look at the world, look for patterns, and try to understand what's going on. Of course, ideally, you'd ask your questions in a respectful way, which will just mean you'll get better answers. But by all means, stay curious and ask questions. And if any of you listening belong to any of the other groups that the BBC did one of these videos about things not to say to your group, and if you, like me, feel that that's just annoying and that you're not bothered by these questions being asked, feel free to make a video of your own in a similar vein, explaining why it is okay to ask questions, and let me know what you think in the comments.